believe she's 23. Wow. My granddaughter, she asked me, a couple of weeks ago, Nanny, I wonder what Tabitha, if she was here, what she would be, be doing. Mm-hmm. What kind of job she would have. I said, I don't know, honey. Want to know if she would have any kids? I said, I don't know, honey. It's hard to say.
Do you think about that kind of stuff, though?
Yeah. I told her, so it's hard to really say if she would have any kids. Well,
right.
Because she wanted to go to college, so I don't know.
She'd be done with college now.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'd be out doing the real world thing.
Yeah. Because Haley went to her graduation, which she wasn't there, but right. We went to the graduation and Haley went with us, and it was, I don't know. Yeah. It was in 2008. Yeah, 8.
Would that have been from, where would she have gone to high school?
Stratford. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Debra, 10 years. My goodness.
10 years.
What's, I talked to you on the phone, 10 years. How does that feel to you? Does it even seem 10 years?
No, it's hard to believe that it's already 10 years. It was like it happened yesterday. Yeah. And she's 23 years old now, and it's unbelievable that it's been that long.
And what's it been like for you guys over these 10 years?
We've had our ups and downs. We try to keep our hope up and everything that she will come home one day, or we'll find something to lead us to her. We're not going to give up. It's made us stronger. It's made our whole family stronger. So.
I don't get the occasion to come down this street very often, but when I do, I always see that banner hanging there, and I think about this room and Tabitha's picture all over it, and her bedroom with her dolls and things still like they were. Why was it important to you to keep some of that stuff?
It was hers. I just didn't want to take nothing out of there. I don't know. It made us feel like we were still with her, because I could go in her room and feel comfortable. I sit in there for a few minutes and then I come out, and I just wanted to keep her room like it was.
What about the banner on the porch?
All that banner will stay there till she comes home. And we have so many people stop and talk to us about that.
And that was just part of, keeping that memory there and reminding people she's still missing.
Right. A lot of people, though, believe that she's still home, and she's not.
Yeah, they believe she done came home, and she hasn't.
Right. I mentioned to you on the phone, Debra, that I really feel like this is one of Nashville's last great unsolved mysteries.
All right.
In part because this story has had so much attention around it, and it's just like the girl vanished. And there was nothing. Other than like random, we think we saw her in Las Vegas kinds of things, which never panned out. Not a trace.
But it's hard to believe that there's nothing to go by. And it is like she's just vanished off the face of the earth. It's like one morning she's here, and then the next minute she's gone. She's been gone 10 years, and we still don't know no more today than we did the day she came up missing.
Yeah. Which is just so weird.
Right.
Somebody mentioned to me today, and of course every kid's got a cell phone.
Right.
And maybe in 2003 that wasn't perhaps as common.
Oh, she didn't have no cell phone.
But have you thought about, man, I wish she would have, just because of the way they track phones these days.
Right.
Have you thought that, man, maybe that's something parents need to think about for their kid?
Oh, I know. Then my grandchildren's got one, so.
But nowadays they know you can trace cell phones and all that stuff. That just make them throw them away.
Yeah.
To
whoever took it, right.
And make them throw them away.
Tonight you're having this vigil, and of course that's a very public way of remembering Tabitha. But for you, is it a daily thing that she's part of what you think about and remember?
Oh, we talk about her every single day. There's not a day goes by that we don't say something with her name in it. It's something that we're doing. It makes us think of her and everything. Yeah. Our grandkids that wasn't even born when she come up missing, you could ask them anything about her and they could tell you. It's like, because we've always taught it to them. This is your Aunt Tabitha. This is what happened to your Aunt Tabitha. She did this and she did that, you know. And they know her.
Do they call her Aunt Tabitha?
Yeah, they call her Aunt Tabitha. It's like, and they don't even know her.
Yeah, but it feels like she's
a
part of the family, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, on her birthdays, we have a cookout. We have a cake for her every year since she's been gone. We do it every year. And then we had the visual on her anniversary.
Right. What's the hope tonight? I mean, is after 10 years, does there ever come a point where you're just like, she's, you know, it's done. We should just stop hoping, telling people about her? Or...
No, we're always going to keep hoping and praying every day that she's going to come back home, or we're going to find some kind of lead that's going to lead us to her. You know, if she's deceased, at least we would have some kind of closure, because right now we don't have closure at all.
Yeah.
And when we have her visuals, there's family, there's friends, and there's people that we don't even know that comes to her visual, you know, and it's the whole community. And we just all get together, we say our little prayers, and then we stand around and talk for a few minutes, you know. And I've always said, if nothing good comes out of this case, that it's opened a lot of people's eyes.
Yeah, that's true. It's fun. It's interesting that, you know, if I say the name Tabitha Tuders to someone who's been here for 10 years, they're going to know who she is, which I think is a testament to the way you've kept this out in the public's view.
Right.
You know, a lot of families with missing kids couldn't say the same, but people know the Tabitha story.
Oh, yeah.
But there again, we couldn't have done it without y'all.
Well, I mean, but we can't do it without you. It's a reciprocal thing, you know?
You know, I get stopped every time I'm out. Somebody will come up to me and say, "Do I know you?" I said, "No." I said, "But I'm Tabitha's mother." I knew you, and they just hug me and tell me that, you know, we're in your prayers and this and that. You know, it's like, it's hard to really say. You can't really count the prayers that we get every single day.
When you saw things that happened over these 10 years that you maybe didn't think you'd ever see, like Marsha Trimble's case getting solved, like Perry March going to jail, like this strip club thing that got taken care of
mine.
Just most recently. Is that your phone? Sounds like chimes ringing. We'll let it ding.
It'll quit in a minute.
But the question was, when you see those kinds of things that many people thought, these things are never going to get solved, does it just give you that little glimmer, like even though it might be years and years later, we're going to get an answer?
Right.
All right. Well, look at that child that come home, that left at 13 and come home after 5 years. She came back home.
Yeah, that was just over.
Yeah, what was her name?
Over.
Tiffany or something like.
I can't recall.
I can't remember what her name was. I think it was and it was like, and it just made our hope a whole lot stronger, you know, because I don't know, things can happen like that.
Then, you know, Sean Hornbeck, he was
came
found.
home.
Yeah.
And the girl in California.
Right.
18 years and she was found.
And I know that shortly after Tabitha went missing, I remember, in fact, I came across a story today when I was looking up Tabitha's name, that Virginia Trimble came over here and you guys met. And she, and at that time, Virginia had, I mean, it'd been however long, you know, 25 years. She'd not known hide nor hair what happened to Marsha, only that she knew her daughter was dead. And then look what happens 30 years later, they solved the case.
Right.
I mean, we see her when we do the Seasons to Remember in December. You know, we go hang the ornament of Tabitha out on the tree, and we see her or her son, either one, you know, every year. So
it's you know, it just proves that these things can be figured out.
She reached out to me when it first happened, and I thank her for it. I mean, because we talked for hours. We went to eat lunch together and talked about it. It's like, you know, and they solved her case. So we're not going to give up, are we?
Nope.
It might take us 30 years, but we're going to find her.